What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well. Since the launch of Black Ops 6, I have been seeing a lot of posts across social media, whether it's Reddit, Twitter, or even here on YouTube, about Black Ops 6 being the best Call of Duty we've had in years. Now, this declaration is not new from this community. It feels like every single time a brand new Call of Duty releases, we get these sweeping beliefs that this is the Call of Duty that's going to be the best that we've had. This is the Call of Duty to save the franchise. But there's something different about Black Ops 6. These declarations, these beliefs by the community, might be backed up by the quality of the game that Treyarch has developed. Now, I have talked negatively about this game, and I've talked positively about this game. So I think it's important for us to dive in and discuss whether or not this is actually one of the best Call of Duties we've had in years. Usually when we talk about the quality of Call of Duty, this community wants to focus solely on multiplayer. But that's not what I want to do here for this video today. Because Call of Duty isn't just the multiplayer. When you play a Call of Duty game, you have the option to either enjoy multiplayer, zombies, or campaign. So I think to get a proper picture of where we're at with Black Ops 6, we have to take all three modes into account. So how does Black Ops 6 measure up against the past few years of Call of Duty's campaigns, multiplayers, and zombies modes? So without further ado, let's get started by diving into Black Ops 6's campaign. And right from the get-go, it seemed that this campaign resonated with this community and with critics. Something I have not seen from Call of Duty in a very long time. Modern Warfare 3's campaign was a massive disappointment and got off on the wrong foot with this community. But Black Ops 6 rights that wrong. And we see more so an element of what made the Black Ops franchise's campaigns so solid here in Black Ops 6. It's a return to formula. And it works so well. I love what they've done here with the Black Ops 6 campaign, and I'm so glad that it seems to have resonated with so many in this community. And when we compare it to games like MW3, MW2, Call of Duty Vanguard, it stands alone at the top. It's one of the best campaign experiences we've received in a very long time. For so long, it felt like campaign was an afterthought, something to just throw in and make it as mediocre as possible. But for Black Ops 6, it's very clear that they're trying to stand above that stereotype and make something memorable for this community. I'm sorry, but the last two Modern Warfare campaigns weren't memorable. It was an alternative take on something I'd already seen before. Something that I'd seen done better back in 2009 and 2011. And that's not the case here with Black Ops 6. Sure, you could say that both Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1's campaigns are better. But it's not like we're seeing a carbon copy of the story once again. Black Ops 6 adds its own elements to the overarching Black Ops storyline. And that's the important part here. That's why I enjoyed the campaign so much, and that's why it's better than what we've received in recent years. I think Black Ops Cold War's campaign is just slightly worse than what we have here in Black Ops 6. So when we compare it to the last 4 or 5 years of Call of Duty, yeah, it's right at the top. Understandably, that we could say it is one of the best campaigns we've seen recently. So now let's move over to zombies. Treyarch's baby. Their golden child. This is a mode that Treyarch has evolved and grown over the years, ever since it first showed up in World at War. And with Black Ops 6, through the limited time I've played zombies, it sure is enjoyable. I'm transported right back to when I used to play zombies back on Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, and that was the type of experience I wanted. This is on par with Black Ops Cold War. I think it's just a fine addition to the franchise, and I do love the fact that zombies allows you to utilize the Omni movement system. It adds another layer to the gameplay, and it adds another element to how you approach looping zombies and every single interaction. Your escapability is a little bit easier, but a lot of the maps are designed around tight corridors where you can't maximize the Omni movement system. So when I look at what Black Ops 6's Zombies has delivered so far, I've quite enjoyed it. But I know that there's more to play, and that's what excites me. Is I need to still go deeper, finish what's available to me, play with some friends and see what the vibe with that is like. But seeing what has been talked about within the zombies community so far, I think it's pretty safe to say we're in store for a very good year of zombies content. The hope is that they can continue to add to this already good foundation and build upon it and make it better over time. Because right now, I want to dive in and play more zombies. That's one of the biggest testaments I can say is even as a primary multiplayer player, I want to play zombies. That is what Treyarch has done here. So I really think that they have created something special. And I never felt that way with what they did in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, never felt that way with the Spec Ops mode back in MW2. So this feels special. This adds to the idea that this could be one of the best Call of Duties that we've had in years. And Zombies definitely helps elevate Black Ops 6 to that idea. So lastly, and most importantly, the multiplayer. Now, you guys have heard me say that I do not like the maps in this game, and that's very true. I also think the spawns that are in Black Ops 6 are horrendous. But I see so much potential with the multiplayer. Despite the flaws that this game has from a map design standpoint, I'm still sucked in to want to play more. That is a true testament to what Black Ops 6 is able to deliver, to what Treyarch has been able to produce. That is the one thing that I will say both MW2 and MW3 were not able to accomplish. They were not able to overcome their flaws. Their flaws would permeate through your gameplay and they'd make you not want to play. Despite the terrible map design that is present here in Black Ops 6, I still find myself wanting to play more and more. And I understand, it's early in the game's life cycle. Things are going to change, things are going to evolve. But as it stands right now, the positives are outweighing the negatives, and that's something we haven't seen in Call of Duty in a very long time. I love the fact that they've been able to implement this new Omni movement system, which is revolutionary. It's extremely innovative. It's a smart way to go about the movement system while still being able to maintain it on the ground. There are some annoying aspects of it, but overall, I think it's a good addition. They've also simplified the gunsmith. No longer do you have attachments that could make your gun worse. All of the attachments seem to have much more pros than they do cons. And unlocking attachments does not feel like a arduous process anymore. It's extremely streamlined. The only time it feels a little bit whatever is when you're trying to unlock a few reticles. But outside of that, it's not the end of the world. It's not like you have to unlock a specific attachment from a specific gun so you can use it on every other gun. Your weapons unlock those attachments as you use them, which is the way Call of Duty should be. So good props on that. Kudos to Treyarch there. And in addition to that, I really like the new creative class system altogether. The way they've been able to integrate wildcards and the perks with being able to have that additional perk if you utilize everything from the same class. I really like that. And I hope they build upon that throughout the year. I also very much enjoy the gunplay in this game. At times it gets frustrating. At times you get that shoot first, die first situation. But overall, the guns feel really good. The gameplay feels really good. It's just a shame that the maps aren't as good as you'd like them to be. As you'd expect them to be from Treyarch. And this is what I keep hammering home. I just expected more. But all in all, what we've been delivered here in Black Ops 6 is a pretty good package, with a three-headed monster of modes that stand above the rest when you compare it to the last few games. The campaign is better than what we saw in MW2 and MW3. The multiplayer is certainly better, in my opinion, than what we saw in both MW3 and MW2. And of course, we have Zombies that is just miles ahead of our previous installments as well. So when people say it's the best Call of Duty they've seen in years, I would tend to agree. I don't know yet if it's as good as Black Ops Cold War. I think I need more time with the game to make that declaration. But when I compare it to Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, and Call of Duty Vanguard, I think I can get on board with this community and say it is better than those three titles. So kudos to Treyarch. They have made the most of this 4-year development cycle. And I really am excited to see what the future of Black Ops 6 is going to be. So that's it for the video today. Those are my thoughts on this game. There are improvements that need to be made. There are shortcomings of this game. But where we're at right now seems to be in a really good place and a really good start to what could be a great year for Call of Duty. So please, Treyarch, do not screw this up. Let me know what you think down below in that comment section. Do you think this is one of the best Call of Duties we've seen recently, or do you think it is really bad? Would love to hear your thoughts down below in that comment section. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.